Hi guys, just waiting for a client to come in. Thought I'd do a quick video to follow up on that video on stress. I talked about progesterone, and today I just want to talk real quickly about DHEA. DHEA is dehydroepiandrosterone, okay? DHEA is made in the adrenals and it is responsible for making cortisol and our sex hormones. So consider if DHEA makes cortisol and our sex hormones. If we've got a lot of stress in our lives, then more of that DHEA might go to making the stress hormone cortisol and less go to making our sex hormones. You see how there's a problem there. So stress would have increasing cortisol increases blood sugar, increasing blood sugar increases insulin. Increase in insulin obviously goes the wrong way with our body composition goals. What can we control? Well, we can control to a certain extent cortisol. I know we tend to think we can't control stress, but we can. We might not be able to perfect it and get rid of it and eliminate it, but we can do something. So we can control cortisol to an extent, and we can control insulin through our stress and through our nutritional protocols. It's one reason why I really like to use intermittent fasting in my diet. It's not for everyone, but it is a quick way of reducing insulin levels. Anyway, so DHEA, if it is low, how is it going to show up? Low DHEA is going to show up as fatigue. It's going to show up as decreased muscle tone. It's going to show up as decreased sex drive. It's going to show up as a compromised immune system. I read that it's going to show up as thinning armpit and pubic hair. Wouldn't know because I lasered that stuff. TMI. So when we have higher cortisol levels, what does that mean? So higher cortisol levels are going to speed up the decline of these ever important sex hormones, which the decrease in the sex hormones is then going to lead to, insomnia, hair loss, anxiety, hot flashes, brain fog, and that weight gain that's so prevalent as we hit middle age. So DHEA, still a hormone. Just because you can buy it on Amazon does not mean you can pound that stuff. Does not mean you can take that willy-nilly. Get yourself checked by your doctor, because I've heard things like, DHEA, you can take 10 milligrams for every decade of life. Well, that would put me at over 50 milligrams a day. And my doctor's got me taking 10 milligrams a day. So I guess my point being, just because you can buy it doesn't mean more is better. It's definitely, again, get your numbers, know your numbers. The studies that I see the studies I've read on DHEA, they seem to use 50 milligrams a day, but in a clinical setting, it seems to be that 10 to 15 milligrams is more common. So anyway, get your numbers checked. That's the power of DHEA. And again, the link with stress, which was my initial purpose of this video. Stress impacts your adrenals. DHEA is in your adrenals. DHEA, if you're stressed, more of it is going to go to making cortisol and less of it is going to make your sex hormones. And as we get older, that can be a problem. All right, it's Friday. Have a great Friday. Client will be here in a minute, and have a great weekend.